If you have a diffuser like this, I invite you to make these less than 5-minute wire flowers with me. They perfectly fill in the empty spaces here and make the whole diffuser look so much more fun once you add a few in. For today's video, you will need a wire spool, of course. I recommend using 18 gauge wire, especially if you're a beginner. You will also need a wire cutter and a flat nose plier. Always straighten the wire before using it. I recommend using a piece of cloth instead of your bare hands so the process is smoother and easier on your fingers. First, we're going to measure the stem length to be about twice the length of the diffuser bottle because we will be folding the bottom of the stem later when placing it inside. Give a little tilt at the measured point. This here will be the focal point of our flower. Now let's make our first petal. I will use just my hands first to show you how easy it is to make even without tools. We are going to create an oval shape with pointed ends. You can make the petals any size you like, but if you would like a sizing guide, I've attached a free template in the description below. Once you've created the shape, cross the wire over the focal point. Make the second petal by creating another sharp end, now using a flat nose plier. This time, make the petal slightly bigger than the first one, ideally about a 1/4 inch bigger or however much you prefer. The shape itself will stay the same, an oval with pointed ends. Try to follow the curve of the first petal as closely as possible, just slightly bigger this time. Then cross the wire over the focal point. If you're using a tool, you can grip all layered wires together like this while shaping the point. If the stem starts getting in your way, you can temporarily roll it inward until we finish making the flower. We'll be making 5 petals, increasing the size for the first 3 petals, then decreasing the size for the last 2. The third petal will be our biggest petal here. Again, making it about a 1/4 inch larger than the previous one. After the third petal, we'll size the fourth petal to match the second petal and the final petal to match the first one. Once all 5 petals are finished and the working wire comes back over the focal point, let's do one final check to make sure all the petals are nicely aligned like this. Hold on to all the petals together. Cut the wire at about 3 inches long. Now we're going to send the working wire underneath the petals right next to the stem, then bring it back through the petals to the other side. Grab that wire and pull it towards to the stem. Just want to make sure the wire wraps nicely around the pointed ends at the focal point. Using a flat nose plier for an extra gentle pull, it can help secure everything a little more tightly. Then we're going to wrap the remaining wire tightly around the stem about 3 to 5 times. Then you can trim off the remaining wire for a cleaner look. Use your flat nose plier one last time to tighten the final wrap against to the stem. And now for the best part. You will start to see how all the petal layers naturally sit beside and on top of each other. Simply spread out one petal at a time while keeping each petal secured at the focal point. For the final touch, let's give each petal an edgy look by adding a tiny pinch at the end like this. And that's it. You can absolutely use this method to make the flower with just 3 petals, 4 petals, 5 petals, or even more, however you like. If you enjoyed learning this method in this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more wire flower tutorials. Thank you for watching and see you soon.